Currently, it's peak season for autumn recruitment at universities across mainland China. At campus recruitment events in Liaoning, Harbin, and other locations, hundreds of thousands of graduates are vying for just a few hundred positions. Extremely fierce competition.
文科生就是没有出路，我身边的人
Liberal arts majors have no future. The people around me are either unemployed, working in sales, or working as dead-end admin receptionists, which is so boring. So I rightly regret choosing liberal arts because I still haven't found a job that I'm satisfied with.
因为我现在还是没有找到就是自己特别满意的工作。
10年前我报全校第一上了一所211。
10 years ago, I scored top in the college entrance exam and went to a top 100 university. 10 years later, I was laid off and ended up selling fish at the market. Today is the 234th day. These 10 years of change have given me many lessons. Without greed and seeking, there will be rewards. With high expectations, there will be losses. Content means happiness. Being relaxed means being free of worries. Accept all the possibilities. These are the things you can and cannot do.
知不足，有为有不为。
要是你现在没工作没钱，天天在家急得慌，心里没底。
If you are unemployed, have no money, staying at home, anxious and uncertain, don't panic. Countless people are in this situation. Many people feel like the sky is falling if they have no job for a month or two. Looking at online comments, many say they live well with lying flat for years, so a few months off is really no big deal. I haven't worked for almost 8 months. Every day I just sleep, watch TikTok, and play games. Sometimes I wake up in the dark and can't tell whether it's night or morning. My life is completely irregular. I even skip meals.
吃饭也是有一顿没一顿。
Data released by the National Bureau of Statistics of China on September 17th showed that China's youth unemployment rate for those aged 16 to 24 climbed to 18.9% in August, the highest level since the statistical methodology was adjusted in December 2023. This figure not only reflects the severe pressures of the Chinese economy, but also reveals the continued deterioration of the youth employment situation. Furthermore, some experts argue that China's actual youth unemployment rate may be significantly higher than the official reported figure, as many people in the so-called flexible employment, which is a term crafted by the CCP, and those who have given up searching for work due to frustration are not included in the statistics. Many unemployed young people go to the market to collect discarded leftovers and take them home to cook into a variety of dishes. Recently, many bloggers posted videos of themselves doing this on social media, encouraging more young people to join in. I saw a university recruitment notice for counselors today, and I was hit. The basic requirements listed are a doctorate and an outstanding master's degree. To put it bluntly, only doctoral graduates can be counselors. Another factor is the stricter age limit, now under 32. If you do the math, an undergraduate degree takes 4 years, a master's degree takes 3, and a doctorate takes 4, totaling 11 years. So, if you started your undergraduate studies at 19 and basically finished your doctorate, you'd be 30 when you successfully graduated. The blogger lamented that the academic qualification requirements are becoming increasingly competitive these days, and wondered what kind of job he'd be able to find after graduation. He used to think that counselor jobs weren't something worthy, but now he finds it difficult to even get one. This blogger is a graduate of a prestigious university, and despite having a doctorate, he's having trouble finding a job. She lamented, "Is a high degree still useful today?"
我现在是一名30岁的博士应届毕业生。
I'm 30, a recent PhD graduate. After spending 4.5 years completing my doctorate, I am in a truly bizarre job search. First, the companies I could get into during my undergraduate and graduate studies are now entirely out of my reach. During my master's, I worked at Alibaba and NetEase Games. Now, when I submit my resume, I'm likely to be eliminated from the resume screening process because of my age. Completely no chances.
关的时候就已经被直接筛出去了，就完全没有机会了。
The blogger said that her prestigious university aura is a plus, but it's just a plus and doesn't guarantee a satisfying job. She remembers her most successful job search period, probably between 2017 and 2020. Back then, she could simply upload a resume to a recruitment app and receive over a dozen interview calls within a single day. However, the situation is now totally reversed. When she sends her resume, the HR department generally reads it without replying, leaving her feeling a significant psychological gap.
大家好，我是今年7月份刚毕。
Hello everyone, I just graduated from a top 30 university this July. I successfully found a job during last year's fall recruitment, but I was laid off during my probationary period. To briefly explain what happened, the night before I was fired, I worked overtime at the company until midnight, communicating with a client. The next day, the company insisted I work overtime again for a meeting, but without overtime payment. So I asked if I could go home for the online meeting as I was exhausted from the previous night. The company got into an argument over this and I was fired the next morning.
结果第二天早上进公司，我就被辞退了。
The blogger stated that after being laid off, he no longer wants to rent the apartment. He had signed a 1-year contract with the landlord and paid a month's deposit, but now he can't get the deposit back. The landlord was also frustrated, saying it was the off-season and difficult to rent out the property. The blogger reminded netizens that when looking for a job, it's crucial not to settle for anything. Instead, it's essential to thoroughly research and choose a job that suits you. The blogger explained that after graduating from college, she stayed home for a year because she was unable to find a job. During that time, she developed the idea of learning nail art, but her mother objected.
I
wanted to learn nail art because little girls love beauty. I wanted to learn nail art, beauty salons, hairdressing, things like that. Earn money with my own hands, but my mom wouldn't let me. Your mom and I worked so hard to pay your tuition and send you to college, and now you come back and do my nails? Or do other people's nails? My dad said to me. The blogger said she had a high school classmate who, in her senior year, felt she couldn't keep up and dropped out of school. This classmate didn't even graduate and no one knew what she did. Later, everyone learns that this classmate has opened a nail salon and has become her own boss. The blogger laughed and said when she graduated from college, she felt like a fool, unable to find a job, while her classmate had already become a boss.
研究生现在毕业根本就找不到工作。
Graduate students can't find jobs these days. I've been sending out resumes for 4 months, but no company wants me. And companies are laying off employees. All are already fully staffed. A friend of mine who returned from graduate school in the UK started working at a large company in June of this year, only to be laid off just last month. So, people like us with degrees can't find jobs after graduation. What should we do?
也找不到工作，到底该怎么办？
我都觉得现在的应届生。
During my job search, I met many fresh graduates. Today, these graduates are so uneasy. Rent is expensive, prices are high, and they do so much work for little pay. I used to think the post-2000s generation was very privileged, but now my mind completely changes. After returning to Hangzhou, I submitted my resume to about a dozen companies. Some of them fell on deaf ears. Others, after communication, either didn't think I was a good fit or I felt the commute was too long. This is one of the reasons I've always advised everyone to find a job before renting a place.
在找房子的一个原因。
The blogger said she was interviewed by a company. Everything went well during the interview, but things went wrong when discussing salary. The company's salary listed in the job posting was very high, but she discovered the actual salary was cut in half. Also, because the position was quite far from her home, she immediately gave up after learning the salary.
1179万大学生毕业了。
11.79 million college graduates have graduated. Have you found a job? I looked forward to receiving my diploma, but it turned out to be a certificate of unemployment. I graduated from an ordinary university. My classmates and I usually went to class, ate, and played games, pretty much the same things. As graduation neared, I realized the gap between us. Classmate A's parents both worked in the government, and they had already planned their career path. Classmate B's family had extensive connections, and they arranged a job for him after graduation. What should I do? They definitely can't get peasant laborers for $420 a month, but can definitely get college graduates. You might not believe this, but I'm already tired of interviews. The frustration from failing over and over again is overwhelming. The anxiety is making me want to cry. Have you ever experienced consecutive failed interviews? Sometimes the interviewer's questions aren't that difficult, but I was stumped. Needless to say, the fail is a sure thing. Sometimes people are like this, even though they know they're terrible and have already anticipated the outcome and rehearsed the interview scenario countless times in their minds. When facing the actual result, the weight is suffocating and overwhelming. The blogger said that every time she fails, she asks herself, am I really that bad? After each interview, she would adjust her mindset, trying to reassure herself that finding a job was a matter of chance and that failure was due to a lack of preparation and underperformance. She had been frantically searching for jobs on the apps and went for interviews over the past few days, hoping to gain more experience. However, she remained unsure whether this persistence would be effective.
距离失业已经有1年零2个月了。
It's been a year and 2 months since I was unemployed. It's already September and I still haven't found a job. Not owning a car or a condo, not married, no children, born in 1991, 35 years old. I'm drifting alone in Beijing. I don't know what the future holds. Every day, all I can do is open recruitment apps and aimlessly send out resumes. I try my luck when I come across a few interviews, but most of the time I get a sorry, no match, or a read no response message. I recently found that after the age of 35, people will have an illness called lose interest in anything. It's like I've lost all desire, a simple heart, and a sense of detachment.
看破红尘的那种感觉似的。
The blogger said that he's increasingly enjoying being alone, no need to get along with anyone. When he's free, he strolls through the park, scrolls through his phone, and occasionally goes to the balcony to daydream. He spends his days in this carefree, leisurely manner. He says starting at 35, you'll find that time flies by, and it seems like old age has arrived in the blink of an eye. So cherish everything you have. Why is it so hard to find a job this year? This blogger believes there are several reasons. First, because the current economic climate is tough, many bosses have gone bankrupt, are out of work themselves, and can't afford to hire more employees. Second, simply too many college graduates. Every year, tens of thousands of graduates are seeking jobs. Simply no need for them. With so many people desperately looking for work, jobs are becoming increasingly difficult to find. Third, with no money to spend, there's a severe oversupply of goods. Companies have no orders, and all industries are laying off employees. To put it bluntly, there's a need for so many workers right now. I'm wondering why it's so hard to find a job in Hangzhou these days. Every time I open a hiring app, it's all live streamers, foot massage therapists, KTVs, or pool coaches. Every time I open, it's all of these. I've been searching through them back and forth. You finally find one, but they're closed because they're full when you contact them. The blogger said, it's been 2 months since I was unemployed and I really don't know what to do. I'm so anxious every day, I can no longer afford my rent and I may not be able to support myself. I don't know what to do. Is there anyone like me? Let's comfort each other. I'd like to ask how many graduates from 2025 class are still unemployed. I'd like to know what everyone is doing now. How can we survive without a job? How can we make a living? Aren't you all anxious? I can't find a job and I'm in a terrible state right now. I practically sleep all day, only getting up in the evening to eat a little, then start playing on my phone again or looking at job postings online. I'm looking for an internship after graduation. I've submitted hundreds of resumes, but I can't find one. So, what should I do? Keep looking, but if I still can't find anything, just let it go. I probably won't die anyway. As a Hernan native, I repeated a grade twice and took the Gaokao 3 times. I took the exams year after year and finally got this degree, which means I can't find a job. What do you think? It's all wasted. Just let it go. What else can I do? No job, no money, so I am working on a live stream to call everyone Big Brother. I ended up sitting there for 5 or 6 hours and only received a few little hearts. Recently, many vegetable pickers, bloggers have emerged in China, sharing short videos of themselves picking up vegetables at the market and making various dishes at home. This blogger is an unemployed piano teacher. Look what she found at the farmer's market. As soon as we are here, there's a plate of green peppers in the middle of the road. Let's pick some out. Not very fresh. Pick 2. They are quite spicy. These are enough for the dishes. Small wild potato. Microwave it and dip it in chili powder for a delicious meal. These radishes released by the owner are also fresh. Have spots on the outside? Just peel them. I'm not greedy. Just take one. Enough for me. Take it happily. I've been envious of other bloggers finding salary every day, and I found one today too. So happy to pick a few to stir fry. There's a lone carrot here. Let's rescue it. This carrot plus salary, perfect for a spicy and sour salad. Let's start picking up. These days, picking up vegetables is like finding them on Taobao. Everything is a surprise. The owner said he no longer wants this. Oh my, he doesn't even want this one? This boss is so kind. Oh my, we can't handle it. Too many. Too many okra. Some people say this trash can is dirty, but it's actually just for vegetables. It's really clean.
捡不完的就可以，捡不完的就可以啊！你看，有人说这个垃圾桶很脏，其实它只是用来装不要的菜，真的很干净了。快点再加一点。
这个是夜晚的7点钟哦，这里都是丢掉的哦，可以捡的哦。
It's 7 o'clock at night. Everything here is discarded. It's okay to collect. 8:30 at night. Everything here is discarded. Pick it up. What is this? Like taro milk, a pumpkin too. Found something big. Everything here is discarded, so pick it up. I found another big one this time. So many winter melons are thrown away.
都是扔掉的哦，都可以捡哦。这回又发现了个大家伙了，这么多冬瓜，都是扔掉的。
Miss Huang, 25, from Nanning, is currently unemployed. She said that seeing many young people picking up vegetables to feed themselves at the local wholesale market inspired her to join in. Late at night on September 21st, she picked up a few vegetables. Fortunately, a kind vendor gave her some, which was barely enough to last her a few days. Miss Huang admitted, "I've been unemployed for 3 months. I haven't been able to find a job yet. I don't even have money to buy groceries, so I have to come out here to pick up the food. I'm not the only one facing this hardship. Many people here pick vegetables because of financial need. Or else, who would like to do this? It's really embarrassing to pick vegetables by myself." My face turned red. I stood there for over 20 minutes and only managed to pick up a few. And they are not good vegetables. It's really hard. At the largest fruit and vegetable wholesale market in Huzhou, Zhejiang Province, Mr. Wang, a vegetable wholesaler, revealed that many people come to pick up vegetables every night, including many young people and even couples. Mr. Wang said, "The vegetables that are just thrown out are quickly snatched up. It's impossible to collect anything. If you come earlier, like around 6 or 7 p.m., there are fewer people. It's already 10 p.m. and the place is incredibly crowded. People are constantly picking vegetables. It's mostly young girls who come now. Whether you can find anything depends entirely on your luck." That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with a friend. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.